right, let's get into it. We talk about... This is the podcast where we talk exclusively about Stranger Things, right? Have you seen the whole third season?
Yeah, I'm one episode. I have one episode left.
Yeah.
One episode. Should I just skip it?
I mean, if I could have, I would have just not watched the whole season. It's pretty bad.
Wow. Do you regret watching season 2?
Yeah. Season 2 was terrible. Are you kidding me?
I mean, I didn't enjoy season 2 as much as I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about season 3, but mostly they're positive. But I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, most of my mixed feelings are negative. I like the new character, Robin. She's good. She's great, actually.
Yeah. Should have just made a different TV show starring Robin.
I actually would like a TV, like an 80s teen drama with her and the guy that works at the ice cream place. I don't even remember any of their names.
That's good. I don't remember their names either.
And just like that, they're the two only good characters.
It should be a Stranger Things prequel series focused around Robin and how she hates what's-his-face, the other guy that works at the ice cream place.
Yeah.
One of the main characters of the show that we both don't know the name of.
The Hare? They call him the Hare. Something.
Call him the Hare.
Hare. No. It's not. I was gonna say it's almost not worth it. It's definitely not worth remembering this character's name.
Somehow I remember all the characters' names that I hate, though, so that's good.
Like the cop.
Hopper, yeah. Yep.
Really goes off the deep end in this fucking season.
Yeah, it's almost like I needed motivation for him to be like that crazy and awkward around women. I don't know. I just.
Why is the psychic girl? Why is she still acting like she's fresh out of the fucking tube that she was grown in or whatever?
Yeah,
It's been a year. It's been 2 years, hasn't it?
It's been like she had that whole experience in season 1, right? She gets out. Then season 2, she's out. And then season 3 starts, and then goes a year later.
Yeah.
So
she hasn't seen magazines and doesn't know anything about shopping.
The syntax of her sentences are still terrible. How is that possible?
Yeah. Hopper's got one VHS, and it's Star Wars, and it's just the Yoda scenes.
Does she not go to public school with the other kids now? I mean...
Well, I don't think she goes to school at all, because the cop's a fucking psychopath this season.
Yeah. Surprised he doesn't lock the door from the outside like he did in season 2. It's insane.
Anyway, I hope that show's over. They're making the main kid in that is going to be in something else.
The Wolfhound kid or the other kid?
That one, Finn.
Finn, okay, yeah.
He's going to be in another reboot of something. I consider Stranger Things a reboot of just 80s nostalgia. They're making it Ghostbusters, I think.
Yeah, is he going to be in that?
I think he's going to be in that.
Yeah, as long as they keep all the women out, am I right?
As long as they keep Melissa fucking McCarthy out. Comedy void.
The reboot of Ghostbusters, you want to say it right now? Not that bad.
I'd rather go to a funeral than see Melissa McCarthy in anything.
She got overexposed very quickly.
No.
And then they just decided to make... They're like... They had like, hey, what if you were like this comical person in this scenario? And they're like, let's shoot it. They're like, should we write something? No, let's go. We need 3 of these a year.
I think it's actually just that she's not funny and is bad at acting. I don't know if it's just necessarily the roles.
Didn't she recently win an Oscar for her acting?
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
The Hollywood blowhards blowing each other.
Is that where that term comes from?
The terms I just made up, yes. Yes, I just invented them, and that's where they came from. You said something before that when I was just seething with hatred over how terrible Melissa McCarthy is. Mm-hmm. What was it?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, how dare you? Yeah, well, hey. This is Heads Up with Jeff and Sean. I am Jeff.
I'm Sean.
And this is a podcast, obviously, and we're gonna talk about three different things. You know, eventually we're gonna talk about candy, whether or not everyone ate it or not. We'll see.
I didn't.
We're gonna try to expand a single movie that was made into an entire franchise of movies.
But we will never do this with the Melissa McCarthy film.
No, but one day we'll link all the movies together.
Yeah, one day what we should do is look at Melissa McCarthy films and then try to condense them down into a 5-minute short, which is what all of her films should be from the beginning.
I think she got too much credit for why Bridesmaids was good, but I don't dislike her as much as you.
I can tell. I can feel you not on this boat with me, and it's very disappointing.
Well, the thing is, I haven't watched as many Melissa McCarthy movies as for some reason you must have to have this level of hatred.
Did you see the turd where she goes to college with her daughter?
The turd? No, you talked about it.
About it.
I think
that one.
The last McCarthy turd I saw was Identity Theft or Identity Thief with Jason Bateman.
Oh yeah, just a couple of turds.
That was a real stinker.
Just waiting to be flushed.
After that, I did see the female Ghostbusters, which again I will say here is a fine movie. I wish they got to make a sequel. It's fine.
I don't know. It was just I didn't see really the point. Like they didn't really make it their own. It was just kind of dull.
It's fun though. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
They get to play around in that universe.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, just explore the space. Yeah, I love.
Yeah.
Love it when just actors get to explore the space.
They
That's
really
definitely a thing. I like paying
feel
money
it
to
out.
see. Yeah.
Make it funny, and then in the second one they could have made it their own. But
well, why don't they keep it at their amateur improv classes? How about that? How about they feel and fill the space there, and then when they're getting paid to make entertainment, they have any consideration towards quality.
Sean,
how about that?
Between the four of them, they've probably spent 50 years in amateur improv classes. Okay, these are professional improvising comedians we're talking about.
Let's try another 50. See what comes up then. Sometimes the best thing for toast is to toast it some more. I might just be in a bad mood, Jeff, because this morning I watched the trailer for Star Trek Picard, and yeah. Yeah.
You know what I've done?
That's like someone tried to flush Star Trek and it backed up. And Star Trek was amazing, okay?
Is it a prequel or a sequel?
It's a sequel. It continues with Picard's life, unless they're going to do some time travel bullshit.
Yeah. I was just curious if he had hair in this one, if it was going to be like a prequel, and he has like some luscious locks or something.
No, I don't want to talk about it. I'm in a bad mood. What's the first thing we do?
The first thing we do is we talk about animals.
Well, now it's time to get online through our internet service provider. It'll be cool. Here we go.
I didn't pick one.
That's okay.
Does this surprise you? I didn't.
No.
Okay.
No. Last time we talked, I said I wanted to mention this animal, but I had to narrow it down because it was a reference to a few different birds of prey. So I'm going to talk about this one specifically. It's called a black kite.
Black kite.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a medium-sized bird of prey. Mostly lives like Australia, Africa, Eurasia, migrates through Europe.
There's a black kite aerial photographer in Connecticut.
Is he a bird, or does he just use the bird as his imagery to sell his photography business?
Let me see if he has. He's got a Facebook page, so very professional. Couldn't spring $20 for building a website. Oh yeah, so it looks like he just straps a camera to a drone and then flies it around.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he doesn't even strap it to a bird.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's fucked up. When you see this, it looks like, Yeah. Go on. What was that laugh for? Was that a laugh for me?
I'm doing some deep research, of course, in Wikipedia. Black kite are also vociferous with a shrill whinnying call.
It looks like any other hawk or eagle type bird. I always thought those were, they find some prey and they catch it real hard, but apparently these are scavengers, really. Like they're known to be lazy. They hang around in like thermal airways, so it's easier to glide, and they've been known to just like take food from people and eat roadkill.
And their voice sounds like a castrated horse.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've been listening to it on repeat. European populations are small, or probably hunted.
Haunted?
I don't know. People kill birds for stuff.
Oh,
You've
hunted.
never killed a bird?
I thought you said haunted. I was like,
no.
What about small populations means that they've been haunted?
No. You're so focused on Ghostbusters.
There's
just
let
it go.
There's a small population. That means most of the birds in Europe are ghosts.
In India, they live near humans.
Yeah.
Their population kind of correlates to high human populations.
Yeah,
Weird.
a lot of them like will adopt very well into like cityscapes and stuff.
The flight is buoyant, and the bird glides with ease. That's from Wikipedia. It doesn't sound kind of... Feels like one of those pervert scientists waiting for it to fuck so it can...
What makes me think is they're different than a lot of other birds of prey is somewhere in the Wikipedia article that I was glancing over, they're also referred to as shithawks.
Uh-huh.
Which Wikipedia says, or shitty hawk is slang name applied to various birds that exhibit scavenging behavior, originally and primarily the black kite. So
they're like the OG shitty bird?
They're the OG shitty bird.
Yeah. That's good to know, though. Anytime I see a bird eating carrion, I go, look at that shitty bird.
That shithawk.
It's a shithawk.
That shithawk.
Shithawk's a pretty good insult to call someone, too. Get the fuck out of here, you shithawk.
Why don't you go scavenge for some roadkill, you shithawk? Why don't you eat some shit off the ground? Yeah, but what got me into looking into this bird is because they're also known to pick up fire, like a stick that's on fire, and then drop it into areas to start a forest fire to get a lot of like little animals out, scurrying out in mass, and so they can just swoop in and eat them.
Didn't we already talk about a bird that does that?
Yes, after we ended the podcast last time, I said I wanted to talk about this bird.
Oh, okay. All right. Don't get aggressive about it. You know, as soon as I'm done recording these, I just forget them. I don't have the brain space to remember this stuff.
It's fine. It's fine.
It doesn't sound fine. You sound really upset.
You have a heart out. Let's move on.
Well, I'm seeing that in Japan, they've been found to accumulate nearly 70% of mercury accumulated from polluted food in the feathers, excreting it in the molt process. So
that's pretty impressive. They just squeeze that mercury into their feathers and then lose the feathers.
And black kites often perch on electric wires and are frequent victims of electrocution. Fucking idiots. Oh, boy.
They at it again.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Their habit of swooping to pick up dead rodents or other roadkill leads to collisions with vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They're so lazy that they won't find a regular tree branch or a live animal that they're getting electrocuted and hit by cars.
And they spread wildfires. So just like the mosquitoes, kind of the bird world. Just annoying, terrible everywhere they go.
They'll put like shiny plastic as part of their nest building materials to really show off their nest and ward off other black kite birds trying to mate with their with the female they've got there.
Yeah. Gross. Are we done with this bird? We're gonna fix it?
I mean, what else is there about this bird that we need to know? All right, it's time to spit in God's eye.
This bird that spreads fire. I don't think it should have to wait for a stick to be on fire and then it carries it somewhere else. I think it should just be able to breathe fire.
I was thinking more like have the ability to start fires, like, you know, rubbing sticks together or doing that, but breathing fire, I like that.
Or how about this? Oh, no, I like yours. What if it eats fire and then it spreads the fire out into its wings, which you can then shoot?
Just like the mercury, other toxins in fire, it can just okay. Like lays traps of its poisonous feathers everywhere. It excretes all the poisons into its feathers, and it also coats it with like a sweetness that attracts small animals. So when it molts the feathers in its area, small animals will try to eat the feathers, die from the poison, and then boom, it just picks up all that not roadkill, but dead animals in the forest instead of in the road where it's going to get hit by cars.
I like how lazy the bird is. So let's say that when it builds its nest, it molts the feathers right outside the nest, so the feathers fall to the ground. So then it can just drop straight down from where it lives, pick up some food, swoop right back up.
And I don't know about the like physics or reality of this, but you know, I also like how lazy it is. So I would like that its natural state, like it can't help but fly, and so it lives like under large tree branches where just the branch can actually hold it up so it doesn't fly away. And so it's less work for it to fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're spitting in God's eye, so we can throw physics out the window.
Thank
we don't
God.
need. We don't need that.
I mean, thank us.
I would. Yeah. Yes, that's better. Thank us. I think. Also, after hearing its shrill whinnying call, I think we should just let it whinny like a horse. At the same volume.
Back to like a fuck. Oh fuck. No.
No. It just whinnies like a horse.
Yeah, like people will think there's a horse. It's just this black kite.
Yeah. And you're walking through the forest and you're kind of hungry and there's some feathers on the ground, so you go,
smell kind of sweet. And then you're dead.
I like that it gets electrocuted on power lines, though, so I want to keep that and maybe make it happen more often and more visibly. So that there's just a lot of videos on it.
When it gets electrocuted, it does it more exaggerated. Maybe it self-lights up.
Yeah, you can see its bones.
Maybe like
a cartoon.
Its hollow bones are like fiber optic cables. Doesn't light travel through that? Isn't that why fiber optic cables can do things really fast? Is that?
But then it just lights up, but then you can't see the bones because they're all lit up, not the dark. Have you seen a
so
cartoon
the bones are
electrocution?
the only thing that aren't lit up.
Yeah, you see the skeleton, and everything else is kind of see-through.
Listen, you're right. Then its feathers are fine. No, it's fine. Your description was fine. I don't know why I'm going after it. It worked. Okay, so constantly getting electrocuted. Its natural state is flying, so it's got to hold on to those power lines a little harder. That's probably why it's getting electrocuted more.
Poison in its feathers that it scatters under its nest. Mm-hmm. Whinnies like a horse.
I like that. I think it's called a black kite.
Too.
I think it needs more of like a little tail to it. You know, like a kite tail. Maybe something that hangs down a little bit more. Maybe feathers are in shape of ribbons or bows. You know.
Well, what if it had like a big old string hanging off of it, and it could just kind of wrap that around a branch. And then it's just kind of flying above it, but stationed in one place. Like it's got a little anchor, kind of.
Near its home.
Yeah. But then it's up high, so you can see when danger's arriving. And
breathe fire and things. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Or pull up anchor and fly away. And that's even better, because I imagine then they'd be vulnerable to, like, mites and stuff, getting into their fur, like, biting them, and parasites and stuff, because they can just crawl up this big, long line.
They're never safe.
They're never safe.
Because they don't have any, like, natural predator, I think, except for...
fucking cars and electricity?
There's an owl that, just beats on them, I think. Which is funny.
Some fucking bully. Hashtag it gets better.
It's better when it can breathe fire.
Okay.
I think it's just the speed and accuracy at which we just improved that animal. It's insane.
Well, we've had practice. We're getting better and better at it. And picture this, Jeff. We started out better than God. So I can't even imagine how good we are at it
crazy.
now. You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And think of all the animals he's already made, and he's messed them all up. And we're already better.
Right. There's like billions of species on one planet. When fucking aliens show up, fingers crossed, it's probably going to be to meet us and be like, come to our planet and fix shit.
Please.
God really fucked it up.
Yeah. Are you storming Area 51? Is that...
I don't know, Jeff. Am I a 15-year-old who drinks Mountain Dew every day? No, of course I'm not.
You don't think there's some soccer moms in that Facebook group?
I'm sure there's all types of stupid people who actually want to storm Area 51. I'm sure there are. Can you imagine the number of people being like, hey, let's do this thing, the government can't stop us, and then looking at the actual real state of the world and being like, what could we do with all of this power that we collectively have bound together to provide?
You know, if we all get together in one group, we'd be unstoppable. What should we do?
What should we, in our democratic society that is currently in a state of emergency, every day...
Well, global warming is a myth, so there's nothing to do there.
Yeah, it was cool the other day, so...
I want to see some alien cheeks clapping.
You know, I had to research what that meant. I didn't know what clapping cheeks meant, and I was like, what are they talking about? So I had to...
How was that Google search for you?
I went straight to Urban Dictionary. I'm not a fucking idiot, Jeff. And it turns out, you know what that is? That's sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
Yes.
Ow! I work with teenagers. How did you know that and I didn't?
I work in a mall. That's all people talk about in malls. Clapping cheeks.
That's your mall experience?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was thinking about going to the mall to get some shoes, but I don't know if I want to have those kinds of interactions.
It's so good. I mean, there's been some great memes from it, but
I guess. I just feel like...
Stay away from Area 51. They let you think it's aliens because it's fun, and it stops you from thinking about what's actually there, which is just, I'm sure they're working on top secret builds for planes and stealth technology.
Right.
So
Right.
they don't want anyone there, because if someone's there, then other people will find out about it, and other governments. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's aliens. Yeah, that's cool. Don't worry about it. Anyway.
I just think wanting to, quote-unquote, clap cheeks with aliens, doesn't that make you a furry?
Aliens don't have fur.
Chewbacca does. You fucking fool! You fell into my trap. I knew you'd picture some bullshit Area 51 alien with all gray skin, and you didn't think about Chewbacca.
There's no way.
Hey, Chewbacca is super fuckable.
There's no way an alien that is covered in fur, over 6 feet tall, would land anywhere near the desert. Okay. First of all, he's gonna try to go to fucking colder climates when he comes to Earth. Okay, it makes sense that one of them without hair at all would land in the desert. You hear yourself talk?
Yeah, I have. And you clearly don't know anything about aliens or Wookiees or Chewbacca.
You make me so mad.
You just don't know what you're talking about.
You're right. His home planet is more like a forest, right?
Kashyyyk is a heavily forested planet, yes. Is that the planet you were talking about, his home planet?
Is that his home?
Yeah, it is. Of course it is, Jeff.
Right.
Of course it is.
Sorry, I haven't watched the fucking Christmas special as many times as you.
I haven't. I've read comics and played video games and, just really absorbed the lore.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. All right, fine.
We're done with this bird. This bird's
yeah.
fixed. Take that, God.
It's done. It's done. It's
Yes,
fixed.
not really impressed with the rest of your work either. We'll get to it in time, though. And then we're going to fix time, probably, and physics.
Yeah. Things are going to be great. Just everybody just hold on.
Yeah.
We're going to fix everything.
Everybody chill out. Just fucking...
All right.
What's
John,
next?
Do you remember the motion picture?
Movie part, yeah.
Do you remember the motion picture, The Rocketeer?
Yeah, that was a great film.
It's pretty good.
No, it was a great film.
How come they only made one?
Because not everything needs a fucking extended cinematic universe, and I know that goes against the whole format of your little segment here, but...
So you think one and done for this movie? Just fuck it. It was fine how it was.
Yeah.
There's no story. There's no stories or plots left untold.
No.
No adventures the Rocketeer could go on.
Not that guy. No, his story was complete. Right? He gets the girl, the actress, and the bad guy was the bad actor.
Yes. Yeah.
He was and they wanted to steal
Timothy
the Rocketeer
Dalton,
to sell it to the Nazis. And at the end that was a good movie. I haven't seen that movie in like 20 years. I have very clear memories about it.
I just like how he debuts as the Rocketeer trying to save his friend from front of the plane.
Yeah.
And then people are like going around trying to figure out who he is, but it's obviously he found this stolen technology that someone left in his airplane hangar.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want people to know it's him, but he does not change his outfit
at all.
The outfit he does, he just always puts the helmet and the rocket in a bag and then leaves it in a laundry bag, the trash, just anywhere, and then walks around like those are the only distinguishing qualities about the Rocketeer, not that very distinguished leather jacket, tan pants, and boots.
Well, everyone thinks either he's LARPing as the Rocketeer, like he's such a big fan, or they go, obviously this guy just hasn't heard about the Rocketeer yet.
Yeah, okay. It's fine. So it takes place, what, like 1938, Los Angeles, right?
Somewhere like that. I don't remember that.
Howard Hughes developed this jetpack.
What do we need a recap for?
I don't know. Well, because we gotta figure out other storylines. You know,
There's a guy with a jetpack in it. Just put the jetpack in other stories.
Well, at the end of the movie, he gives it back to Howard Hughes. Okay.
Yeah.
But his dad or friend somehow still has the blueprint because
Right.
Jennifer Connelly stole it from the Nazi guy that stole it from him
Yeah.
when he was trying to fix it.
Yeah.
So maybe he goes ahead and he builds another jetpack. You know.
Okay, good. You've gotten to the point where we have jetpacks again in the story. That's good. Then what happens?
I don't know.
Okay, so you can do an Indiana Jones style thing, right?
Go on.
You get the Nazis. We're done with Nazis. That time's over.
Okay.
Or, well, I guess, depending on where you set the film. You could just do Nazis again.
If it's a sequel, it's at least 1939. If it's a prequel,
Well, I mean,
can be before that.
It's not going to be a prequel. That doesn't make sense.
Does it make sense?
No.
Fine.
No, it doesn't. What? He builds a backpack that goes 88 miles an hour with a flux capacitor in it, and now he's in the Wild West.
I'm just saying, if this
And he keeps it on a table with a big tarp over it until his teenage friend shows up to help.
I'm just saying, what else did Howard Hughes make that got into the wrong hands that then got into the unexpected hands of an unlikely hero?
Nothing. I'm 100% confident it's nothing. What do you got?
Like a really fast car?
No. Doesn't sound familiar.
Like a really cool glider?
Okay. Yeah.
Like a really interesting film camera
No.
that has special powers?
No, I don't. What if? So really, you don't want to base the movie on the jetpack.
No, I was offended that you said, why
You
would there
want-
ever be a prequel?
You want Howard Hughes, crazy inventor. So you want the next movie to be like the photographer,
It doesn't have to be the next one.
and like he takes
I'm
pictures
just-
heroically. His friend falls off of one of those big cranes. They
Yeah.
have like a moving. He takes a picture of his friend falling to death and be
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I saved his life.
No.
He's
You're so
preserved in
ignorant.
these photos forever."
You're so ignorant. Obviously, it would be someone that stages photos of fake things and they become real. Obviously.
Okay.
And so then he
Alright.
has to stage these fake photos and take pictures of them to save the world.
Okay.
I mean, no, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. I'm just saying there is a possibility of prequels.
All right.
But if we're going
Someone-
strictly Man with a Rocket, here we go.
Someone stages a photograph of what it would be like if the Nazis had jetpacks, and then, oh my god, Nazis have jetpacks.
Right. Yeah. Unintended consequences.
Well, if jetpacks exist, right,
Go on.
what are people going to be using planes for anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What was
I
the
mean-
range? What was the range on the Rocketeer's jetpack?
Well, it clearly had fuel because it was leaking at one point,
Yeah.
but he never filled it up with anything. And so it could be just about anything. Something not hot enough to burn your pant leg when an open flame is directly
Yeah.
over them.
Well, maybe the pants are just really like flame retardant.
Yeah, he just has flame retardant pants because he's a pilot, and so if there's a crash, he needs that kind of flame retardant material.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you want to make a movie about how they get the fuel for the jetpack? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no. No, I don't. That's not what I was saying. I just wanted to know how far the jetpack could go on like
what
a
it
full
range?
tank.
What's its range is? You know,
Yeah.
I think because I often I kept thinking like the jetpack is great and all, but you know, more than like what he can carry in his hands and his pockets, he can't bring with him.
Yeah.
So there should at least be like some plane trips or maybe a backpack on the front. What is a backpack that you wear on your chest called? A front pack?
Yeah, nailed it in one. They're called front packs. Everyone's known that. And they're widely used everywhere. You've never seen someone wearing your front pack? It's so easy and convenient to have all this weight pulling you
Yeah.
forward.
Well, I'm just saying the jetpack just killed any kind of luggage he could have, which is probably, well, I mean, he didn't leave his home. He didn't leave the like 4-mile square area of where he worked and lived in this movie. So he could have just gone home, changed, come back, you know, but he didn't. He did.
So, I mean, okay, they make some jetpacks, then everybody has jetpacks, and they're using them to get around town, let's say.
Just let the genie out of the bottle. Everyone's got jetpacks.
Everyone's got jetpacks.
It's not a hero story.
No, it's not.
The story of a future of everyone having jetpacks. Got it.
We can do a hero story if you want, but I didn't hear you propose anything. I heard you reciting dry, boring facts about fuel and jetpack that no one asked about.
He plugs it with gum.
Yep.
Everyone's got these jetpacks now. It's a lot easier to get around.
That's a fuel crisis, right? I mean, it takes so much more fuel to propel the jetpack.
Yeah.
Move a car, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the one guy that was providing gas to the pilots in the area was killed earlier in the movie by the famous actor Nazi's goon, who is
talking about
in the movie.
Okay, but are we talking about in the movie? Because it sounds like you want to make an extended universe, and I'm talking about if everyone has jetpacks. There's like a. Do you see where I was going with that?
Yeah, but the guy that provides all the gas in the movie is killed by a goon. So
in what movie, Jeff?
The Rocketeer.
Okay. And you think in this world, in the world of the Rocketeer, that's the only guy who produces, and distributes gasoline.
Well, I think it catches on locally, the the jetpack, before it goes global. I mean, just production-wise, it's going to be a local thing until it spreads out and becomes popular. So I think at first, yeah.
I think Howard Hughes starts mass-producing them. The dude knows money when he sees it.
Yeah, that's
right?
true. That's true. You know what? He's got the means and the distribution channels. You're right. I thought we were talking about this old guy and his son or friend making them, but we have Howard Hughes.
We got Howard
We've got
Hughes.
instant
He's already there. You had to keep talking about him and his precious spruce goose that you love so much.
Yep.
I don't remember where I was going with it, so...
Everyone has jetpacks. There's a gas shortage.
Oh yeah, boom, Mad Max. And then everybody wants gas for the jetpacks. I was going to draw it out more, but that's basically what it was. Okay, everybody has jetpacks and they're flying around, but the government doesn't like this, so they put them on an island.
How about this? Because Howard Hughes takes the jetpack at the end of the movie. He hires this guy to use this jetpack again once he's fixed it all up for some sort of corporate espionage to help Howard Hughes get something.
I think Howard Hughes is probably more likely to be, like, anti-taxation, so he'd probably want to fight the government.
He's anti-big government. Okay, well, his girlfriend was an actress, right?
Howard Hughes? I don't know. I don't know the guy that well.
Well, no, the Rocketeers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Cliff. Jennifer Connelly's an actress, so she starts getting big roles in other movies, and
yeah. No, I agreed with you. What was that?
No, I know you agreed with me. I just don't have anywhere to go.
Okay. All right.
Becomes a movie about making movies. Oh, Stella is pissed.
Not a fan of the Rocketeer, huh?
No. Okay, at the end of the movie, for some reason, the Nazis have a giant Zeppelin that they fly over Los Angeles to pick up these other Nazis. Is there a Nazi Zeppelin movie that could be made?
Yeah, maybe the Nazis all have Zeppelins, and that's how they counteract the Allies' jetpacks.
They hover over large cities and like the White House. That's how they take them hostage.
They shoot down Rocketeers.
Yeah.
There's probably something there.
The main thug in the movie, his finishing move is literally folding people in half till they die.
It's a pretty good one, though.
Is there a Assassin for Hire movie about this guy going around taking jobs, folding people in half, or like a serial killer movie?
Just in the Rocketeer universe, like in the background, every once in a while, we'll see the Rocketeer doing hero things where this guy folds people in half.
or there's like little Easter eggs in the movies, but then he gets his own little standalone movie.
Yeah.
Just snapping backs by folding people in half.
Yeah, that'll probably the spy movie will probably be like stage 4, I guess we could call it. So we're in the mid-30s for movies.
Right. Yeah, by the time we get to Phase 4, it's going to be insane.
Yeah. All of our well-known actors will have left. The audience will kind of have to feel like, I thought we just did this, right? Didn't this all just wrap up?
Right, but it didn't.
And they'd be like, well, no, we still want money, so we won't ever die. What about ghosts? Is there something there? Maybe ghosts are real and the Rocketeer, if he flies through them fast enough, kills them?
He breaks through... What's after the sound barrier?
The ghost barrier. Everyone knows that.
The ghost barrier. And he breaks that barrier,
Yeah.
which creates a fissure, and ghosts start leaking through into our world.
Oh.
Then, how do you get rid of those ghosts? Who are you going to call?
You know what? I bet maybe this happens in Europe somewhere while they're fighting Nazis, and the Nazis are like, hey, ghosts,
Yeah.
you work for us now.
Oh, and the Nazis enlist the ghosts. They use some sort of power over the ghosts. Are we talking like ghosts inhabiting other people's bodies, or just moving objects, or?
Well, I think this Rocketeer / ghosts / Nazis film could be its own extended universe, because you could do the regular ones where there's like big ghost battles.
Yeah.
You could also do the spy film where the English Ministry of War is trying to figure out which English general has been possessed by a Nazi ghost. Maybe the Rocketeer helmets protect them from ghost possessions. It's just like a side effect Howard Hughes didn't even know.
Do we get any famous ghosts that maybe move the plot along?
Probably, but I don't know enough old-timey famous people to spring one on ya. Attila the Hun, right? He was famous.
Yeah.
Blackbeard the Pirate. Oh, he's a good one.
Shit.
Yeah. Right?
Shit.
That's what I thought. Oh, shit. So, folks, write in if you know a famous dead person.
Famous dead people.
To be in our
From this time
Rocketeer,
frame.
our Nazi Ghosteteer film. If you win the big prize, you get to cameo as one of the ghosts, maybe.
I wanted to say Orson Welles, but I think he was alive around the time these movies, or very young even.
Ah.
So.
That's just all his ghost does. But that would be a good Orson Welles cameo. He probably was still alive, but in the fiction of the film, he could be dead.
Yeah.
Ah. The French champagne. I forget how the rest of the ad goes, but it's really funny. He's so clearly drunk.
Yeah. I mean...
what if... Okay, how about this?
Mm-hmm.
Someone does a fake radio broadcast about Nazi Rocketeers taking over a city.
Okay. I like it.
People
War of
panic.
the Worlds. Yeah.
People panic, right? Mm-hmm. And then the Rocketeer comes up to help, and they stone him to death because they think he's a Nazi.
Yeah, I like that.
He's a ghost. I don't know.
And then he has to get Whoopi Goldberg's help to let his girlfriend know that he still loves her.
And what? Oh yeah, no. He has to help. Oh, that's a good idea. He needs her help to get. They got to make a Rocketeer helmet that he can possess.
Oh.
And it's got to be made out of clay. There's that whole scene. They're making the Rocketeer helmet out of clay.
Mm.
No, it's on. It's back again. I said we had no ideas, but we do. As always, what the movie needed was Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah. Whoopi Goldberg was a Rocketeer, but she got involved in some stuff with the mob. Goes over her head. She has to go in hiding. But where does she hide? In a nunnery? Where do nuns live? Habits?
A nunnery. A habit is the clothing that they wear.
Okay. The only place to hide where the clothing's big enough to hide the rocket on her back. A nunnery.
Oh yeah, she's got. I think the hat's called a wimple. It's like hers is really big and it hangs down, maybe.
Yeah. So near the end of the movie, there's a thing where she's being chased and she's flying around as a Rocketeer.
Yeah, but she's wearing the wimple, which is the head covering.
And the
habit
habit
is the clothing. Yes.
And I want to say Sally Field sees it.
Okay.
And then she goes and pitches the flying nun to ABC.
I don't know
And
what that is.
that's the inspiration. Well, there was a TV show about a flying nun.
All right. Take your
And
word
then
for it.
that launches Sally Field's career.
Yeah, this was a Sally Fields origin story. That's what all the movies build up to.
Wow. Did I say ABC? Because it was ABC. I nailed it.
Yeah.
19.
Dude, I nailed Wimple. A nun's head covering. Like, come on. Let's just admit that involving Whoopi Goldberg revitalized both of us purely, and it turned both of our days completely around, and we're on top of our game now.
All right. A lot of stuff happens, right? They start messing with genetic engineering.
No.
And then all of a sudden, Whoopi Goldberg.
I already did Jurassic Park joke. I got that out of the way.
No, but she was in what's that movie where she lives in a dinosaur world and her partner's a dinosaur?
Oh yeah, let me just think for a second, and I'll definitely remember every movie Whoopi Goldberg's been in, especially the ones with dinosaurs. Well, drawing a blank. That's weird. Usually I know exactly what films actors and actresses have been in, but this one's
That's
just
your thing.
a real humdinger.
Theodore Rex.
Oh, of course, everybody remembers that. But we're moving on because I don't want to hear this build up for 15 minutes just to turn out to be another Jurassic Park They Have to Live on an Island thing, which I already did for the record to get it out of the way.
That's not where this is going.
It definitely is. It definitely is. All right, how about this? Okay.
Yeah.
It's Titanic times, whenever that happened.
I think Howard Hughes is alive for that.
Well, he's mailing the Rocketeer thing to someone.
Okay.
And it's on the Titanic, because who would expect it to be on the Titanic?
No one.
And then some poor kid finds it, and then
Yeah.
he learns that the iceberg is going to be out there, and he has to use it to push the iceberg away, maybe?
Okay.
He saves everyone on the Titanic. It's just a feel-good film. It's just a real good feel-good film. And at the end, Sally Fields sees that and then makes a movie about a boat, and it's a Sally Fields origin story. Jeff, you remember the movie Sally Fields was in about boats?
Yeah. I do.
It was on ABC. What was it called? Please refresh my memory. I'm having a blank. What was it called?
She was on several episodes of The Love Boat.
There you go. That's the one. And what channel was that on? What station aired that?
I think that was an NBC show.
Yeah, nailed it. All right, we got it.
I gotta look that up now.
We got it. But this is Jeff. This is fun. This is a new thing we can default to, which is a Sally Fields origin story instead of Jurassic Park. Now we have two things for this segment. Are you excited? I'm legitimately excited. I don't feel you being excited on the other end here.
I'm excited. I accidentally typed into Google Love Bot Network, and it's very different than trying to find the network the Love Boat was on.
Man. Let me tell you, hey, out of all the mistakes God made, he really fucking nailed it with Whoopi Goldberg. Totally.
did.
Just, what a being of pure energy she is.
She is. Love Boat originally aired on ABC. My apologies.
That's okay.
But I'm going to say that Love Bot Network search for later.
I'm actually, I'm going to go ahead and look that up, too. Just kick full
It's
of bots. Okay.
lovebot.me, the dating chat bot.
Oh, right. Well, let's just click on that and then hit chat with me. Oh, it wants me to use Facebook
you in there?
Messenger, so I'm going to go ahead and close that out.
Yeah, it wants all the personal information about you.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that Mark Zuckerberg's on the other line. And
Yeah, he is a love bot, as far as I can tell.
well, I don't know that I would say that, but I just don't feel like I want to give a bunch of personal information to an oligarch directly,
No.
You should have to look through their data centers with the help of the CIA.
Oh, this was something that was originally crowdfunded through Kickstarter, if that helps you.
Oh, does it? Do you think it helps? Jeff, I left that ketchup at your house.
I know.
Have you had it yet?
No, I keep on. Gonna have people over, gonna make hamburgers, and then I just don't.
You gotta check the date on it now.
Oh, fuck.
Because it's been probably about a year, maybe more.
Damn it. Yeah. That's a missed opportunity.
I'll say.
I'm very upset. Not having a great time. Just gonna be me and Lovebot later. I'm gonna just be trying to make me feel better.
Yeah. I'm sure definitely no one else will be watching you communicate with Lovebot. You give it access to your Facebook and your Instagram and
Yeah, I'm sure I won't get any weird advertisements once I start chatting with Lovebot.
Of course not. Candy, no transitions. This week, we both definitely had Tony's Chocolonely. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
It's supposedly slave-free chocolate.
Tony's Chocolonely, slave-free chocolate, because we talk so much about...
It was legitimately bumming me out, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, because we talk so much about Nestle and their warmongering and their...
Criminal practices.
Yeah.
Yeah, their slave empire, you know.
So the I found a couple different kinds, and I had them. Let's see. I had the...
Let's start with the plain. Do you have the plain chocolate?
I didn't get to eat the plain, but because I couldn't find it. But I think I had the dark milk chocolate pretzel toffee, and I had an almond and honey one that I don't see here now. Oh, there it is. Dark almonds, sea salt, 51%. Which I think the special dark on Hershey's is like 48%. So it was around the level of dark chocolate that I enjoy. But they do make dark chocolate that is way darker than I enjoy. Like a 72, I think was up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it bitter.
Yeah, yeah. But it was good. It was good. I could only find the large bars.
Yeah. You wouldn't have bought a small.
I would have liked to see a small bar.
Just compare for size.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
just like middle school.
Yeah, they're like 1.6 ounces versus the big bars for 6 ounces.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 6 servings.
It was good?
Yes, it's pretty good chocolate, I would say. I like the size of the almonds and the pretzels and stuff that they have in there. It's not too overloaded with that stuff in there.
That's good.
The chocolate's good. The stuff that's not as dark flakes a little bit more than I'd like, and the dark chocolate's doesn't melt as fast as I'd like. But you find that with dark chocolates. Mm-hmm. But it's good. I mean, if they were easier to get and I can get more flavors, I'd do it more often. I think they do a thing where they break up the bars weird. I forget what their reasoning behind it was. That's something to do with slave trading and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. I think they said it because they're working towards not only them having slave-free chocolate, but the industry.
I think that's what I liked when we first started looking around. Is they were like, hey, everyone should just abide by these rules, including us.
Right.
Because it's not necessary in your recreational candy. It's not necessary ever, really, but...
Yeah, to have child slave labor.
Yeah.
Making your chocolate. But, who's going to stop? Nestle? No, they won't.
No.
They won't.
No, that's a company I want to see crushed.
Yeah, but they're doing it. I mean, they're fairly popular according to them,
Well, I mean,
they say they sold a lot of bars. I mean, they didn't come to the U.S. I think until 2015. So it's been 4 years, and we found out about them. So
Yeah. Pretty easily. So.
Yeah. Yeah. They say our large bars become unequally divided because it's strange for a chocolate bar to have equal pieces while the industry is still so unequally divided. And so if you look at how they break up the bars, it's a little strange at first. I just want to get like a piece, but obviously I'm going to eat like 4 or 5 pieces at a time.
Yeah,
so
naturally.
Once I just break it off in a big chunk, I can have those weird shapes, and it's not a problem. But they do break it up kind of weird.
Yeah.
But that didn't stop me from mowing down very easily.
Where would you rank it?
We'll go top of the shelf because I mean,
wow.
They are. The type of chocolate production they're doing, they feel more like what the higher end chocolate bar is going to be. It's good chocolate.
Now, are you giving them a high rating just because of their dedication to avoiding the slave trade, or
no? I would say based on taste, presentation, and flavors that I enjoy. Because they've got a couple that I would be like, nah. There's like a raspberry one, but other than that, I think I would eat most of the 70% dark chocolate I'd probably try but wouldn't like. But
yeah,
I think overall, especially the ones I've had, they're good. Good, top of the shelf.
Can't wait to try them. I looked. I couldn't find any. I didn't look very hard, but
I was in Northampton, and I was like, they've got to have them here.
Yeah.
Northampton, Massachusetts.
yeah.
College town in the middle of farming area. Yeah, they definitely have some hipster stuff out there, and they did. But then there's a Wegmans by where I work.
Ooh.
Wegmans was stocking them, so I wonder if Whole Foods is on that train. But
Yeah, there's not a Wegmans or a Whole Foods near me, so...
I would say it's not much more expensive than the normal candy bar. I think what they said was $2.25 for the 1.6 ounce bar. I think you're looking at like $1.80 for a Hershey's bar at like a Target or something.
Oh.
That's 1.4 ounces. So that's good. And the big bar was like $5.50, and that's 6 servings. So I think it's a reasonable amount to pay for chocolate that doesn't have slaves involved in it.
Yeah, not that much more expensive.
Yeah, as I talk into my smartphone and computer that were both probably built with tiny child slave hands.
No, I get it. We're not going to solve the world's problems by diverting $20 to $25 a year, like, away from the slave trade. It just was such a... Oh, my God. I hate Nestle so much.
And it's good. It's good. Now when I'm eating a lot of chocolate, I'm like, I'm doing good for the world. You know? As I just shove it into my mouth, yeah. Gives me more of an excuse.
Just really feel like you're better than others. All right, well, yeah, I couldn't find it, so I didn't eat it, so...
Didn't eat it. I think you'd like it. The problem with... Because you can order online, but in the summertime, they have summer shipping prices, so I'm assuming they ship it with... insulated at least, so it stays not like a pile of mush when you get home. Since UPS trucks aren't air conditioned.
Yeah.
And they still make them go out and drive.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
another great, cool company.
So they gotta air condition the boxes, so the shipping costs are fairly high. So if you find them somewhere, I'd say get them, try them. They're good. Not much fun in that segment.
Well,
Just
that's
a
not my
plug.
fault.
Have you been to their website recently?
No.
Perused around there? They've got a timeline of his story. And it starts in 2003, where it says he turns himself in as a chocolate criminal.
Okay. That's...
Because he is shocked when he reads a book about child slavery in West Africa. He's a TV journalist, so he investigates it on his TV program, and then he takes himself to court somehow. And the judge is like, "Nah, I can't do anything against you because I'd have to throw everyone who eats chocolate in prison." I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I'd have to look at this case, not on his website in his little blurbs, but
Yeah.
it's interesting. Interesting guy.
It sounds it. I mean, at least he's not like a criminal stealing water from from communities and...
See, and that's why we normally do regular candy, Sean, because
What?
they're
Hey,
all
man,
criminals.
that's not my fault. You'll notice I didn't eat this candy.
Damn it.
Got him.
Got him.
All right, well, that's the Heads Up Podcast with Jeff and Sean. I'm Sean.
I'm Jeff.
We have... Well, our 2 listeners know how to contact us, and it's through text messages. And also, you live with one.
Yeah.
So-
makes it easy.
How's wedding planning going? Did you want to talk about that on air?
No, but it's going fine, I guess. I don't know. A
You
lot of the
saying
big
you
stuff's-
don't know tells me that you're not helping plan this wedding.
Well, like all the big stuff's out of the way, right? Like, we've got all the vendors we need.
All right. Oh yeah,
The-
vendors. You need vendors.
All the invitations are out,
Yeah.
right?
I got mine. I haven't mailed it back. I'm still thinking about it.
So now it's like a lot of like little stuff. Like we actually have to tell the guy what we want for food.
You are,
Instead of
but
just,
you
like-
wait. Whoa! You listed options on the invitation already.
That's why it says Well, because Holly, the only thing she knows she wants is the beef fillet thing he makes, and so she put beef fillet. And then you notice the other two are very
Chicken.
vague. Chicken, vegetarian.
Yeah. I picked chicken, and if it's not good, I'm flipping tables.
I don't know. I'm gonna be eating a hamburger, so
What? That wasn't an option.
it's not. No,
Oh.
no.
I'll bring a bag of Burger King, and I'll just carry it
Do
around
it.
all day until it's time for the reception after your wedding.
Yeah. Just holding it at the ceremony.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna put it down somewhere. Someone's gonna eat my burgers. Like the little hamburglar. He's indiscriminate. McDonald's has the copyright, but he's indiscriminate. He will steal any
Yeah.
hamburger from any business.
He's a criminal. You think he's brand loyal?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's that. I mean, she wants to like pick music, which I don't know. As long as he doesn't play things that I don't want to hear.
Thriller on repeat for 4 hours.
she
You're welcome.
She wants it Michael Jackson free this wedding.
Why?
Apparently, he's done some bad things that have come more into light recently.
Like what? Name one. I dare you to name one.
I don't know any of the kids' names, but
Well, then I guess you shouldn't throw accusations around.
that's right. That's right. I think it'll be a Black Eyed Pea free wedding as well.
That's good. Is it because of something that they did where they're criminals, or just because their music is fucking terrible?
They terrorized Perez Hilton at a nightclub once. No, I don't know. The same week Michael Jackson died. Coincidence? I don't think so.
Cyndi Lauper? You guys like Lauper?
Yeah, we can put the Lopper on.
Lauper on?
Do a
You should-
Lopper block party.
You should put on Parallel Lines by Blondie. That's a good album. I listened to that last night. It was good. It's still, it holds up, I think.
Yeah. I would... Yeah, I mean...
Fade Away and Radiate probably, you know, doesn't really keep
Yeah.
up with the contemporary listener, but you
Right.
give it the time, it really pays you back.
And, like, that's the thing. I don't dance at weddings, so putting on albums I like would probably be great, but...
Well, okay, whoops. Ooh, I don't know if she's told you this. You're going to have to
Go
dance
on.
at this one, right?
No.
There's, like, the first dance.
I'm trying... we'll see.
Jeff, dude dancing is real easy.
Yeah, no, I know. That's fine. I just... the slow dancing is fine. It's just...
Yeah, that's all it is.
It just,
slow dance.
it just
for, like,
seems unnecessary. Didn't I just
it's-
stand up in front of everybody and agree that I'll love you forever? Why do we have to dance in front of everybody now? You know what I mean?
Jeff, no aspect of any fucking wedding is necessary, okay? It's pageantry. That's all it is. And I'm not saying I'm against it,
Yeah.
okay? But
Come on.
literally all of it is unnecessary. When you're standing in front of the dude who's like, are you like serious about getting married, and you have to say I do? Who are you promising? Are you promising that guy?
That's why they're there.
Like, you're not
Had to
promising
be.
God because he sucks and isn't real. Like,
That's true. It's true.
but here's the flip side though, Jeff.
Yeah.
Because all weddings are pageantry, I'm actually super into the pageantry of weddings.
Yeah.
If two people are committing to each other
Yeah.
forever,
Yeah.
you need to make a spectacle out of it.
Well, we're not doing our first kiss. We're going to be boning right there after we get pronounced.
Come on, you know, Jeff, just inappropriate. I said pageantry, not pornography.
Oh, sorry.
Little gremlin. That's a pretty good one. You know who doesn't like being called gremlins? Is like 18 to 19-year-old college students who are having their first experience and they're talking with, you know, some low-level functionary who works at the college. I tell them in the emails my
Solid
meetings
gold.
with me are casual, and then they do ridiculous things, and I call them gremlins, and they don't like it. But I'm just saying, Jeff, weddings are supposed to be pageantry.
Yeah.
Okay, you're supposed to be wowing everybody there and making them the people are the ones you're trying to win over. It's very French Revolution. You
I suppose
gotta.
you're right.
I have to believe that this commitment is real.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
You've
Yeah,
seen me get angry when certain friends of ours whose vows I did not think really wowed me, when they bring up their wedding, I'll still talk about it. And it doesn't make anybody happy. And they haven't talked about it for a while in front of me, so...
You're right. I really have to sell this.
Yes, I'm not kidding. That's what a wedding is. If you're having a wedding, it needs to be...
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive, but there needs to be some pageantry to it. You have to... It
All
has
right.
to be
Okay.
some display.
All right. I'll try. Okay.
Well, another very wise figure in my life, Yoda, once said, "There is do or do not. There is no try." So
that's true.
So lift an X-wing out of a swamp, maybe.
First dance. I don't know. We got to pick a song for that now, I guess, and then I don't know what else. Pick songs because you have to come out to a song. Apparently, you're gonna get announced.
Okay. So. Oh my God, Jeff. You don't have. First, it's not the WWE. Like, you're not coming out.
Oh no, it's gonna be a song from the WWE.
Like,
sure.
you're not. You don't have to come out to a song. You can just say, "We are not doing that part."
No, whoever you are walking with, you have to throw into a table.
Well, you're covering the pageantry part.
But then someone's gonna sneak up behind you and hit you with a chair.
I did forget to ask. Can I dress like mid-90s techno-punk guy with like a gas mask and a shiny leather coat?
After the ceremony, you can do whatever you want, I think.
All right. You did just record that. We have not stopped recording yet, so... Anyway, this has been the Heads Up Podcast with Jeff and Sean. I'm Sean.
I'm Jeff.
We have an email and an Instagram and a Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
At
Heads Up Pod.
At Heads Up Pod. Mm-hmm. Or headsuppod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
There's a store you can buy a fursuit.
Yep. Fursuit t-shirt. So good.
It counts. We checked with the National Council of Gross Furries.
We got it cleared.
Yeah.
We got it cleared. It's headsup.threadless.com. Get your fursuit t-shirt today. Apparently, there's free shipping going on until August 11th, so who knows if this podcast will be up by then. Yeah.
And
make it happen.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. God knows you could have been doing better things, but...
Yeah. Thanks for being a part of this Heads Up with Jeff and Sean, first ever lost episode.
Yeah. We're going to just throw this one right in the garbage for 20 years.
It's just going to be Sean's audio.
Do you want
to have to guess what I say?
Jeff, do you want to make a lost episode deliberately?
Yeah.
Right? And then we can bring it out for like a 20-year reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you and Ollie can listen to it on your 20th anniversary of your wedding. I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm going to make like a 4-hour recording, and then I'm going to give it to you as a gift 20 years from now. And you will have to listen to the whole thing.
I'll do it. I'm not even afraid.
You two together, on your honeymoon anniversary or whatever. Yeah.
She's going to be a hard sell.
Yeah, I know. All right, we're what is the thing?
We're popping
off.
Toodles.
Hey, Chewbacca is super fuckable if you're a furry.
You're so ignorant.